that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off.
what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Exit! Hey, Colt 66!
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sugar! Pilot, 64, weak, bravo.
Undercoach. Hey,
Go Bandit.
check 24. 45's the mic. Hey, let's get that.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
Drop deep. Check it out, read.
Now a play fake. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you've got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And some room to work. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Locke to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Buccaneers 6. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Burton. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Got to do better.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Easy. Right to the end.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look. That time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ready? 58, come on. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it's a big advantage of it when the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Locke off of play action. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
To throw, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we
going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more. After the turnover, here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this is caught by Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Check Mike 45. Let's go. Hey, Gold 66. Check it, reload.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady's throw there complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady. It's complete to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. On first down, Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
53! Check, 45 to Mike. 3 bucks. Alpha. Hey, 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On second down, it's Gordon. Room here to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That 50, plant. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Deep grip.
On play action, Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Sugar.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Check curls. Check. Hey, high 7. Rim.
Now a play fake. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing his lock on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
45 to Mike. Smooth. Check. Watch the safety creep. Rip. Showing it.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on on first and 10, here's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Going the other way. Wait, that wide, 80. Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3. We can learn.
They'll find Metal. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Show a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. tackle by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Set X3. 218, chopper.
Throwing on second down. Brady, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Brady now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Brady. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check it, reload. Go bandit.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set, ready? 60 or. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter, Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Joe Bandit. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 45 the mic. Check. Hey, wahoo! Stop your whining. 45 the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They were looking for Johnson that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 31.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Locke. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Switch. 45. Alert! It's going to be a long day.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Shadow! Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Okay, Alabama. Hey, zoom. When he hits.
Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw on 3rd down. Brady on the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Brady going to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, check it. Hey, Alabama.
On play action, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Six guard. Check 6 guard. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Hey, 66. Hey, Foxtrot.
45 to Mike.
Hey, 66.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll buy some time right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and he ended up getting sacked.
Wait, 20. Check it.
45 the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
72.
On play action, now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
45. 45. Mike, 45. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Shit. Whip. Watch the whip.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch twins.
Alert!
45.
Sugar!
One final try now for Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
You see this?